soon as I met him, and as soon as I realized I had feelings and he had feelings for me, like we'd end our conversation and I'd go and kind of try to think about that, but I can't make a connection. I mean, that's something, it's like Paul said, that's the old him, and who he is now is the person I love.
Proof that there are indeed happy endings, as the world's fattest man not only sheds half of his body weight, but he bags himself a new girlfriend to boot. What's up guys, my name is Sam and you are tuned in to I.O. So last time we talked about Paul Mason here on I.O. We talked about how he went into surgery to help him shed some of his 980 pound bulk after he was living on a 20,000 calorie a day diet. Paul, age 52, appeared on UK television this week to not only talk about his staggering 672 pound weight loss, but also to talk about the fact that he found himself a new American girlfriend. Rebecca Mountain befriended Paul on Facebook after she watched a documentary about him and his obesity on the telly, and she confessed that although she has never made fun of a person for being overweight, she found it hard to understand how somebody might allow themselves to get to that extreme. But after continued online contact with Paul, she came to understand a little bit more about the severity of his addiction, and she said that she was inspired by his commitment to lose the weight. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, losing such a huge amount of weight does come with its own problems. As a result of his incredible weight loss, Paul has been left with an excessive amount of excess skin, which he's having a really hard time to get the National Health Service in Britain to remove. And with all that skin still attached to him, he isn't able to even start working on his mobility yet. So he is still wheelchair bound, so he can continue on living his new life with his new chick. Now, although he's had a hard time getting the NHS to remove the skin, there is a doctor in New York that's offered to do it for free, which is very nice of her. However, there is the cost of the aftercare that he has to worry about. It's going to cost him about £12,000, which is about $20,000 for the aftercare once he's had the skin removed. But it's okay because his new love has set up a fundraising page to try and help raise the money that he needs, and he plans to move to America so that he can have the surgery and they can continue their lives together. So Paul has had quite the rough ride because of his addiction. Horrendous things such as back in 2002, firefighters had to remove the front of his house just so they could get him out because he needed a hernia operation. But Paul says that that is now all in his past. He's a brand new man, and that all the problems that he went through were more than worth it to find love. And on that note, we're gonna get all soppy here on I.O. for a moment. I wanna know your love stories. What have you overcome to find love? Let us know your gooey stories and be as mushy as you like in the comments below.